Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the term slut. How I feel about the term slut, I feel like it's an unnecessary term. I mean, it's such a derogatory term that, you know, it can be used for males, but it's mostly associated with females. It's usually kind of like, you know, females using it on other females to make them feel bad about the number of sexual partners they've had. In my own personal life, I've never heard a guy refer to a girl as a slut. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but just in my personal life, I've never heard it. I've heard guys say like, yo, so-and-so gets around, but you know, never using the term slut. But I have heard like girls use the term slut, and it's just like, I feel like it's kind of shitty to call someone a slut, you know? Just because someone has like, you know, enjoys sex and they just don't want to be like, tied down to one person. They're like, well, I want to just, you know, I enjoy having sex. I mean, I feel like it's got such a bad rap to it, like having sex with like a whole bunch of different people. I feel like the only reason why it's a problem is from a societal point, because, you know, society-wise, monogamy is the normal, and it's like, you know, having sex with a whole bunch of different people, you know, and not being tied down, I feel like that kind of makes you outside of the norm and people frown upon. The other side to it is the, you know, STD wise, you know, because like if you're having sex with a whole bunch of people, you're most likely, you know, to catch some kind of disease and spread it. But I feel like as long as you're safe about it, then how many sexual partners you have doesn't really matter. Because truth be told is too, it's your number, you know, whether you want to disclose that number to people or not, that's up to you. But I feel like you shouldn't have to be ashamed of the number of people you've had sex with. Because I feel like some people probably will bag when you calling you a slut because you've like had sex with this X amount of people, and that said person that's calling you a slut hasn't had any lately, so they're like, oh, so and so's getting laid all the time, but I'm not, so oh, she's definitely a fucking slut. Because who really can dictate what's like normal and what's slutty? You know, because there is no actual number that decides like, oh, once you've reached this number, you've officially reach slutty. It's just, you know, it's a perspective thing. It's like some people have their own ideas of, oh, this is a reasonable number of people to have had sex with at this point in your life, because it also comes down to age too. Because if you're like a 25-year-old who's had sex with like 70 different people, then people will most likely like, yo, so-and-so is definitely a slut. But if you're like a 55-year-old who's had sex with maybe like 17 or 20 people, then I don't think it's as frowned upon, because it's like, well, you're older, so it's like, you know, you're expected to, you know, fool around, especially if you've been single most of your life. Also that double standard to it too as well, because like if a girl were to go out and have sex with a whole bunch of people, it's like, well, she would automatically be referred to as a slut, you know, by other females, or, you know, guys may not use the term slut, but they would use the term like, yo, she gets around. But if you were to look at it, guys, it's not even like that for guys. I feel like for guys, you can go out and have sex with as many like different people as you want to, and people wouldn't necessarily look at you as a slut, you know, because you have your like male friends who be like, yo, like so-and-so's like smashed all these different girls. It's like, damn, so I can't believe you did that. And I feel like, you know, females would look at that said male as slutty, but I feel like it doesn't have heavy negative connotation behind it like it would for a female. Like I feel like if a guy gets called a slut, well, it's kind of no big deal, but I feel like for a female, like, you know, it can probably destroy them, because it can destroy a girl's reputation. If there's anything you take away from this video, the fact is that it's your vagina. Yes, your vagina. So you can do what and whoever you want with it. That's just my opinion. My question to you guys is, what is your opinions on the term slut? You know, do you agree with my opinion, or do you feel like, no, it's a necessary term because there is a limit to just how many people you can, you know, have sex with? Tell me what you believe in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for much, much more. But like always, till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.
Nice job, loser.